I just got three things to say. God bless our troops. God bless America. And gentlemen, start your engine!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go from Watkins Glen, New York. Cody Burke and Patrick Pieper on the front row. Jesse Gordon and Brandon Jennings on the second row. Kirk Marble and Chad Ragsdale have the third row. Richie Joplin and Chad Johnson on the fourth row. Lynn Marble and Austin Ruskoff round out the top 10. CJ Jeffrey starts in 11th next to Cody Kennedy in 12th. Nicholas Johnson in 13th. Mark Dantuma in 14th. Aaron Brill in 15th. Rookie Jeremy Queener in 16th. And Donald Double D Durant rounds out the 17 car field here tonight. Everybody getting lined up on the grid. Hey, thank you for the stars, Kevin. Good evening, buddy. How you doing? Here they go as they begin to roll off for the warm-up lap here. Definitely going to be an interesting race here tonight. Now, we were here this morning with the GT3 NSS League, but they were on the full course. Whereas these guys in these Gen 4 Cup cars just doing the NASCAR loop. Kevin, let me know how it is. I'm sure we'll do an in-car at some point. Through the bus stop as the drivers come back around. 22 laps here tonight. The drivers looking somewhere between 9 and 11 laps on fuel. Likely going to be a one-stop race for many of these cars. Track temperature holding about 107 at the moment. A little warmer than practice. A little cooler than qualifying. Porsche pace car gets ready to go to pit road. Pace car is in. Here we go. Cody Burke will lead them down. Green flag is in the air there, down and away at Watkins Glen. And will we see problems in turn one? Everybody survives turn one. That's an impressive feat. But coming up through the S's, likely going to get exciting. Looks like everybody being a little more careful. Austin Ruskoff gets the wall up through the S's, but keeps going. Cody Burke in the lead, already pulling out to a 1 second lead Jesse Gordon moving into second. Patrick Pieper trying to hold on to third, but Brandon Jennings right beside him. Quite a battle going on for third place at the moment. Now they're going to make it 3 wide. Kirk Marble joins the fun. Jennings manages to clear out of the final turn and takes third. Chad Ragsdale, Richie Joplin side by side for sixth. A lot of the drivers showing a little bit more patience here than what we saw in practice, and it is paying off. The top two starting to break away from the rest of the field. Brandon Jennings missed the bus stop. He'll have a major slowdown. Pieper now to third, Kirk Marble in fourth, Richie Joplin in fifth. Brandon Jennings rolling again, but he has slipped back to 11th. Cody Burke continues to lead his lead now 2 1/4 seconds over Jesse Gordon. Patrick Pieper in third, Marble in fourth, Richie in fifth. Chad Ragsdale in sixth. CJ Jeffries already up 4 spots into seventh. Chad Johnson in eighth. Nicholas Johnson up 4 spots now into ninth. And Cody Kennedy in 10th. Brandon Jennings right on Kennedy's bumper as Brandon tries to fight his way back to the front. As we mentioned during practice, these cars have been struggling with rear grip all night. CJ Jeffries on the attack. Chad Ragsdale holding him off for the moment. Chad Johnson, Nicholas Johnson right behind 8th and 9th. Brandon Jennings has moved into 10th. CJ Jeffries is on pit road. This is unexpected. I did not see any damage on the car. Could this be a strategy move by Jeffries, picking up some fuel here early? He is taking on tires. Cody Burke, meanwhile, just set the fastest lap of the race, 1:11.95. Now we said between 9 and 11 laps on fuel. CJ Jeffries might have been just getting the fuel early to avoid the crowd on pit road. Looks like Double D has had a problem, as has Lynn Marble. See what happened with Lynn coming out of the carousel. Back on the power in the back end, just steps out. Double D back behind, coming toward the bus stop. Oh, cuts in too early and slams the wall hard. Chad Johnson also having a problem. Out of the second to last turn, slams the inside and outside walls. Several cars now on pit road. Patrick Pieper has also made a stop. Chad Johnson and Donald Durant's both on pit road. Looks like Pieper came in, made a fuel-only stop. Remember, these drivers do have unlimited fast repairs here tonight, but with the incident limits, there's only so much they can pull off. Cody Burke's lead still 2.1 seconds, but Jesse Gordon is starting to close in. Kirk Marble sits in third, Richie Joplin in fourth, Chad Ragsdale right behind him in fifth. Brandon Jennings already back up to sixth place. Man, if I'm top three right now, Jennings a little problem losing some ground. Nicholas Johnson and Cody Kennedy get by. Kirk Marble is coming in. Looks like several drivers choosing to take the fuel early here. Brandon Jennings' comeback from his early incident has been really good so far. Currently back up into sixth place. Meanwhile, Cody Burke out front already getting into lap traffic. And losing ground. His lead is shrinking. Jesse Gordon 1.8 seconds back. Lynn Marble in his first outing with this league, a little struggle. Jeremy Queener has had a problem back behind. There's Jeremy coming out of the bus stop. Back on the power, just a hair too hard. Car breaks loose, shoots out to the tire wall. A heartbreaking start in his rookie race. Brandon Jennings now up into fifth. Cody Kennedy right there with him in sixth. Nicholas Johnson now up 6 spots into seventh. Mark Dantuma up 6 spots into eighth. Austin Ruskoff, after his early incident, has made his way up to ninth. And Cody Kennedy is coming in. Cody Burke extending his lead a little bit once again, now 2.8 seconds. Richie Joplin in third, still has Ragsdale right behind in fourth. CJ Jeffries has had a problem. CJ coming out of the second to last turn. Oh, just barely gets it slowed down. and ends up towing it to pit road after that hit. And the leader is on pit road for the first time. Jesse Gordon has now gone to the lead. Richie Joplin is in. Brandon Jennings is in. Nicholas Johnson is in. Looks like the leader is taking 4 tires and fuel. He is rolling again. Jesse Gordon, though, now out front with clean air. Chad Johnson has had a problem. He has gone to pit road. Chad coming out of turn 1. A little too much power, and he smacks the tire wall. Ouch. Jesse Gordon now gives up the lead. He is on pit road. Chad Ragsdale stays out. He will assume the lead. Cody Burke still out front, but Patrick Pieper 1.1 seconds back. Kirk Marble back in 4th. Jesse Gordon rolling off. Gordon comes off pit road in 5th. Ragsdale continues to lead for the moment. Jeremy Queener coming to pit road for his first stop. Austin Ruskoff has had a problem. There's Austin coming toward the second to last turn. Just overshoots the turn. Gets it gathered up though and keeps going. No problem. Chad Ragsdale has come in for his first stop, and it looks like Ragsdale may be able to one-stop this race. Donald Durant has had a problem. Double D headed into turn 1. Just a little too much brake. Almost saved it. But ends up doing a 360 and a few close calls there. Now, during practice, we showed you a little bit of what it's like to drive one of these high-powered, low-grip cars around this track. Let's show you again. Coming across the start-finish line with Cody Burke. On the brake, sets the nose, heads into turn 1. Feathering back onto the throttle. Coming up through the gear, slows down into the S's and ease on to the power. Just a little too much power. You see how much he's having to fight to keep the car pointed the right direction. Down into the bus stop, hitting those curbs as hard as possible. Easing on the power through the carousel. even getting out of the power. Oh, a little too much power, almost lost her. Heading down the short straightaway and on the brakes, car starts sliding around, he gathers it up, points it into the final turn. Back onto the power and points it toward the start-finish line once again. Cody Burke did that lap in a 1:12.54. And Nicholas Johnson had a problem a moment ago. Looks like turn one, collecting quite a few. Nicholas just barely tapping the tire wall, quickly recovers and gets rolling again. Patrick Pieper and Richie Joplin have come in for their final stops. Patrick Pieper is off pit road and has had a problem. There's Pieper coming off pit road, heads into the S's, and just too much power, the car snaps around. Backs it up and gets moving again. Dan Tuma goes by, Johnson goes by. He finally gets it going, but has to ease it up the hill. Wow, a rough return of events for Pieper. Pieper was one of the fastest here in practice. He slips all the way back to 9th place. Cody Burke has the lead. 11.3 seconds over second place, Jesse Gordon. Kirk Marble now in third. And look who's in fourth and charging, Brandon Jennings. Jennings had that problem earlier in the race and has been fighting back ever since. He is up into fourth. Kirk Marble is in. Everybody can go the distance from here on fuel. So we're likely seeing the final stops from the field. Lynn Marble also on pit road. Cody Kennedy now on his way to pit road. Remember, several of these drivers will likely be getting repairs here. As you can see, Nicholas Johnson has some damage. Mark Dantuma's car looking okay. Patrick Pieper will have an opportunity to pick up some spots while other guys are on pit road. We'll see if he can capitalize. Brandon Jennings now up into third place. He will likely still need a stop for fuel. Jesse Gordon in second. Looks like he has backed off the pace, running consistent but slower laps. Still, a podium finish here tonight would be impressive. Nicholas Johnson now up 7 spots into 6th. Mark Dantuma up 7 spots into 8th. Patrick Pieper right on Dantuma's bumper. Mark moves over, lets Pieper get by. Nicholas Johnson is in for his final stop. And Cody Burke just continuing to extend his lead. It'll be 5 laps to go at the line. Now the question is, will Cody need to get fuel? He stopped on lap 9, so we do expect him to need a fuel stop before the end of this. When will it be? Jesse Gordon in second with those slower laps, may not have to stop again. Brandon Jennings sits in third, Chad Ragsdale in fourth, Kirk Marble in fifth. Patrick Pieper in sixth, Mark Dantuma in seventh, Richie Joplin in eighth. Nicholas Johnson in ninth, Austin Ruskoff holding on to the top 10. Mark Dantuma is in for his final stop. Glenn Marble, one of the rookies here tonight, in 11th. Cody Kennedy in 12th. Aaron Brill in 13th. Jeremy Queener, another rookie here tonight, in 14th. Double D, CJ Jeffries, and Chad Johnson all out of the race early. 4 laps to go for Cody Burke. Brandon Jennings is in for his stop. Chad Ragsdale will reclaim third place. I would be surprised if Burke does not come in this time. These final stops could be a deciding factor, and some of these drivers likely trying to extend their run as the leader is on pit road for his final stop. We should see Gordon in one more time. The one question we have is Chad Ragsdale. Chad sits in third. He made his pit stop on lap 11, so he may be able to go to the end. Jesse Gordon is taking the lead while Burke is on pit road, but wow, it got a little dicey there through turn 1. Cody Burke back behind, 1 1/4 seconds back in second. Chad Ragsdale in third. Kirk Marble in fourth. Patrick Pieper back up into fifth. Brandon Jennings back in ninth, but still in position to pick up a couple of spots here. Oh, through the penultimate corner, Gordon goes wide. Cody Burke unable to capitalize for the moment. But Chad Ragsdale has cranked it up a notch. He is closing in. Jesse Gordon has the lead as they come up through the S's. 2 to go. We know Cody Burke can go the distance on fuel. But can Jesse Gordon? Patrick Pieper has fought his way back into 5th place. Richie Joplin in 6th. But the battle is on for the win here at Watkins Glen. Out of the final turn, Jesse Gordon sees the white flag fly one more time around. Off into turn 1, Cody did not take tires on his last stop. It was a fuel-only stop. So no major advantage for Cody. Chad Ragsdale back in 3rd, 13 seconds back as Burke goes side by side into the bus stop. A gutsy move coming through there on the final turn, or on the final lap. Does Gordon have anything left to get? Oh, he gets loose. Cody Burke comes through the penultimate corner. Jesse Gordon is slow behind. Is he out of fuel? Cody Burke has the fuel and has the win at Watkins Glen. Jesse Gordon brings it home in 2nd. And out of the final turn, Chad Ragsdale, the only driver to do the entire race on one stop, comes home in 3rd. Was gonna talk to our top 3. We do not have Chad Ragsdale available, so let's talk to Jesse Gordon in 2nd. Jesse, one heck of a run and one heck of a fight for the lead. Did you run out of gas coming out of the carousel?
Oh yeah, I was really trying to save there that last stint. I thought it would have been not as close as it was, but that whole last stretch, I was saving, clutching in, doing as much as I could. So, yeah, it was close, of course, but yeah, I ran out right in the last corner, so it was sputtering all the way to the line.
Well, man, it was still an impressive feat. You come home in 2nd, and given the way tonight's race went, that was an awesome performance, man. Great job.
Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, fuel strategy plays a role, and it was going to be tight, but I almost got him. Almost had enough time, but not enough gas.
Oh, man, a great job. One heck of a fight there at the end.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Jesse Gordon coming home in 2nd. Waiting to see if we can get our winner, Cody Burke. Or 3rd place, Chad Ragsdale. We'll give him a minute. But, folks, don't forget to come back tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern. Jones BS Racing is back. Well, I don't believe we're going to get to talk to our winner here. And it appears we will not get an opportunity to talk to our winner, Cody Burke, but he has extended his points lead even further here tonight. and he's definitely celebrating. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hope everybody had as much fun as we did. One heck of a race here tonight. Hope everybody had a great time. We'll see you tomorrow for Jones BS Racing. Have a great night, everybody.